You ever feel like your body's tense for no reason? You're not in a crisis. You're not in a fight. You're just sitting there, but your jaw's tight. Your chest feels heavy. And no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to take a deep breath. It's like your nervous system forgot how to relax. Here's the truth. Your nervous system doesn't respond to thoughts. It responds to signals. And most of us, without even realizing it, are sending the wrong ones all day long. This video is about changing that quickly, gently, and yes, scientifically. We usually think of stress as something that happens because of deadlines or conflict or too much on our plate. But chronic stress, the kind that lingers in your body, isn't always about what's happening to you. It's about what your nervous system perceives. Think of it like a smoke detector. It doesn't wait for flames. It reacts to tension, noise, pressure, even if there's no real danger. And the modern world? It's full of false alarms, constant notifications, multitasking, endless scrolling, bright lights, background noise, micro stressors that stack up silently. That's why your brain races at night, why your chest feels heavy even when nothing's technically wrong. Your body's stuck in a low-grade survival loop, constantly preparing for a threat that never comes. The good news? You can interrupt that loop with simple, evidence-based tools that send one powerful message. You're safe. You can let go now. Let's start with the first tool, deep breathing, but not just any breathing. Try this. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 7. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8. That's called the 4-7-8 method. It slows your heart rate, lowers cortisol, and even calms the amygdala, the part of your brain that's always scanning for threat. It's like tapping the brakes when your body's speeding up. Do it 3 to 5 times, and you'll usually feel a noticeable shift. And it's not just about relaxing in the moment. Regular practice of this breathing technique actually rewires your stress response over time. You become less reactive, more centered. It's like training your body to stay calm under pressure, not by force, but by familiarity. Tool number 2, cold exposure. Now, I'm not talking about full-on ice baths. Just splash cold water on your face or apply a cool compress to the back of your neck. Why does this work? Because it stimulates your vagus nerve, the one that helps your body transition from fight or flight into rest and digest. Research shows that even brief cold exposure can reduce sympathetic nervous system activity, meaning it literally helps your body shift gears. It's like a reset button for your stress response. What's fascinating is that elite athletes, military personnel, and even therapists use this exact method to quickly regulate the nervous system under intense pressure. Cold, when used gently, is one of nature's cleanest tools for immediate clarity. And it's accessible. You don't need a sauna or a spa. Just water and a moment of intention. Next, one of the most powerful ways to return to the present, especially when anxiety hijacks your focus, is the grounding rule of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're overwhelmed, your mind is usually trapped in the past, reliving regrets, or racing into the future, caught in anxiety. But the real issue isn't always what's happening around you. It's that you're no longer in the present moment. This is where the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique steps in. It's not a gimmick. It's a shift from abstract, spiraling thoughts to concrete, sensory reality. Instead of being lost in what if, you're now tuning into what is. Here's how it works. Start with 5 things you can see. Silently name them in your head. It could be the crack in the wall, the shadow of a plant, the shape of your keyboard. Next, touch 4 things you can physically feel. Focus on their texture, the smoothness of your cup, the roughness of your jeans, the coolness of the desk under your hand. Then, listen for 3 distinct sounds. Maybe the hum of a fan, distant traffic, or the subtle creak of the room settling. Notice 2 things you can smell. Maybe it's the faint scent of a candle, or a forgotten cup of coffee. And finally, find 1 thing you can taste. Maybe the trace of mint from your toothpaste, or just the plain taste of air. This works because it interrupts the feedback loop of anxiety. Your brain physically can't process rich sensory input and anxious thoughts at the same time. So instead of spiraling into worry, it anchors you right here, right now. And don't underestimate how powerful this is. You're not just calming down, you're teaching your brain that presence is safe, that silence isn't dangerous, that your attention doesn't need to be hijacked 24/7. Over time, this practice doesn't just ground you, it retrains you. Tool number 4 is surprisingly simple humming. Just a soft, low sound, or hum your favorite tune. It might feel silly, but it's incredibly effective. Humming vibrates your vocal cords, which again stimulates your vagus nerve. That vibration tells your brain, we're not in danger anymore, we're okay. Studies show it reduces stress hormones and improves heart rate variability, a key sign of nervous system health. In a way, it's like massaging your system from the inside. You can do this while making tea, or walking, or sitting at your desk. No one needs to know. It's a quiet rebellion against tension. A gentle way to say, I choose peace, I choose presence. And finally, tool number 5, orienting with a soft gaze. Instead of staring at your phone or locking into your laptop, let your eyes gently scan the room. Don't focus on anything specific. Just observe the light, the colors, shapes, shadows. This act, called orienting, mimics what animals do after escaping a threat. They pause, look around, confirm safety, and only then they settle. In humans, it shifts the brain out of tunnel vision and into curiosity and calm. It reminds your system that the danger has passed. What's even more interesting is that a soft gaze also triggers the parasympathetic nervous system. When your eyes aren't darting or scanning intensely, your brain concludes, we're not hunting, we're not being hunted, we can rest now. It's subtle, but it works. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly let your body feel safe? Not distracted, not numbed out, but actually safe? For many of us, especially if we grew up around pressure or chaos or urgency, calm doesn't feel normal. Tension becomes the default. And even when nothing's wrong, we stay braced. But here's the thing. That's not your fault. It's a pattern your body learned, but it's also your responsibility to teach it something new. The tools we just covered, they're not hacks. They're signals. And every time you use them, you're showing your body a new way to be. So the next time you feel anxious, overwhelmed, or stuck in your own thoughts, pause. Don't push through. Don't fight it. Just pick one tool. Breathe. Splash cold water. Ground through your senses. Human. Or let your eyes softly scan the room. Each one sends the same message to your nervous system. You're okay. You're safe. You can rest. Try one today. Not for perfection, but for practice. And let me know in the comments, which one felt most doable to you? I'd love to hear what landed. This channel is about clarity, calm, and sustainable growth without the hype. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.